Hello, I'm Zarinah Arshat, from Department of Human Development and Family Studies, Faculty of Human Ecology, Universiti Putra Malaysia, Malaysia. I'm going to present about predictors of emotional intelligence and preschool children in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Okay. Before I proceed further on the topic, first we must understand about what is emotional intelligence. As a human beings, we actually will experience 6 types of emotions, which are happiness, sadness, fear, disgust, anger, and surprise. So when we talk about the emotional intelligence, it's referred to the ability to perceive, and express those emotions that I've explained earlier, accurately. Understand and interpret emotional content, manage and regulate emotions of the self and others. Factors that may contribute to the developments of emotional intelligence, based on previous studies, shows that background of the children's, screen time, playfulness, and parental monitoring, will influence, the developments of emotional intelligence among preschool children. For these studies, background of the children, we measures on mother's characteristic, which are age and mother's education level, while child characteristic we just measure on age, and family characteristic, we measure on family total monthly income, number of children. So for the screen time, conceptually, screen times can refer to the total time spent by using smartphones, tablets, computers, or handheld devices in any way. And they were available all hours. While for playfulness, refer to the expressions of the child, drive to engage with, connect with, and explore the surrounding world freely and pleasurably. While parental monitoring, it depends on parents' attitudes about media and their actions, like monitoring, applying restrictions on media use, supervising the child when using electronic devices, and checking up on the child's activity on electronic devices, covertly or overtly, after they use it. So for objective of the study, is to determine the relationship between mother's characteristic, the child's characteristic, family characteristic, screen time, playfulness, and parental monitoring, with emotional intelligence among Chinese preschool children. For methodology, this study employed survey design, and use questionnaire in order to obtain the quantitative data. So the present study was carried out at 6 private preschool in urban areas of Kuala Lumpur. And for participants, there were 217 mothers of Chinese preschool children, aged 4 to 6 years old, participated in this study. So the participants were recruited, using proportionate stratified random sampling. And for data analysis, this study used descriptive analysis, percent correlations, and multiple regressions. And before conducting the data collections, the ethical clearance, approval from the ethics committee for research involving human subjects, Universiti Putra Malaysia. Okay, for measurements okay, used in this study, okay, for emotional intelligence, okay, we use parents rating scales of emotional intelligence. Okay, so this scale consisted of 14 items, okay, and the overall combo alpha coefficients for this scale in this study was 0.89. Okay, and the examples item for this instruments, okay, the child allows himself or herself to experience both pleasant and unpleasant emotions. Okay, and score okay for this scale. Okay, all items were rated on 4 points Likert scale from never okay, 0 to always 4. Okay, while for screen time, okay, we use screen time questionnaire revised versions. Okay, so this scale okay, has 13 items and the reliability is 0.78. Okay, and the examples item okay, for these instruments is on average how many hours per day does your child use electronic devices. Okay, and score. Okay, all of the items are open-ended format. Okay, and respondents are required to answer the items for weekdays and weekends. Okay, for playfulness, okay, we use child behavior inventory of playfulness. Okay, the scale has 21 items. Okay, and the reliability is 0.9. Okay, an example of item for these instruments okay, always has ideas of things to do, and the score okay, for these instruments where all items were rated on a 5-point Likert scale okay, from 1 which is very uncharacteristic to 5 okay, very uncharacteristic. Okay, for parental monitoring, okay, these studies okay, used adult involvement in media okay, scale versions. Okay, so this scale has 13 items. Okay, reliability for this scale 0.82. Okay, and example items. Okay, for these instruments, okay, does your family have rules about how much your child may play video games? Okay, and scoring okay, for these instruments, some items are on a 5-point Likert scale, okay, which choices of 1 okay, to 5. Okay, whereas okay, 4 items are on 3-point Likert scale, okay, with choices of 0, of 1 okay, to 3. And for the results of this study, okay, for descriptive findings, okay, the results shows okay, that on average, mother's age was 36 years old, okay, and for educations, okay, on average years of educations for mothers in this study was 15 years, which means the mother holding at least diploma degrees, okay. So for child characteristic, okay, on average, the child age was 5 years old. Okay, in this study, okay, child sex considered equally distributed. Okay, which were 48.8% okay, are male. Okay, while female is 51.2%. Okay. So family characteristic, okay, most of the families in this study okay, have less than 3 children. Okay, the mean of family monthly income okay, was RM 9,800. Okay. Okay, based on the findings shown okay, in the table, okay, there was a positive significant correlations okay, between mothers' years of education, okay, children's playfulness, okay, and parental monitoring okay, with emotional intelligence okay, among preschool children. Okay, results of multiple linear regressions shows that only playfulness and parental monitoring significantly predicted the emotional intelligence. So for conclusions, for these studies, playfulness is the most significant contributor of emotional intelligence. Thus, children with greater playfulness traits were associated with higher levels of emotional intelligence among Chinese preschool children. While parental monitoring is the second significant predictor of emotional intelligence. So it indicates that high level of parental monitoring would contribute to children's emotional intelligence among preschool children. So for the implications of the study, government could generate a new policy and upgrade the classroom by designing significant play-based education program like play-based classroom in the future that are suitable for the children with accordance to the kids' characteristic and age. Since previous studies showed that children in the traditional classroom showed some positive gains emotionally, but not as significant as the children in the play-based curriculum schools. And researchers, teachers, parents, and school authorities can increase efforts such as emphasizing and practicing parental monitoring to children during their screen time. Let's set time limit for them to play electronic devices and helping their children to choose suitable electronic devices or applications since the findings disclosed that parental monitoring is an indicator in predicting emotional intelligence of children. Okay, I think that's all from me. Okay, terima kasih. Thank you. Bye.